And we're following a developing story tonight. A 4-inch gas line breaks after being nicked by a construction crew.
Our SNN News Director Craig Burdick is on scene with more. Craig, have they been able to get this under control?
Nicole Grant, I'm here with Sarasota County Fire Chief Michael Regner, but before we talk, I want to let you know, right now southbound lanes are open on 41. We're here in front of Gordon Food Service, and we expect the northbound lanes here to be opening up very shortly. Chief, why don't you and I go ahead and step out of the scene and let PJ get a lay of the land here, but tell us what you encountered when you arrived.
Right, a 911 call was received at about 3:30 this afternoon for a hazardous materials incident. There was a gas leak. Somebody had hit a gas line underground, and it turned out to be one of the supply lines, 4-inch main line, high pressure. So that entails a little bit more work. When we arrived on scene, we determined that was the case. So we had a lot of difficulty accessing the actual leak. With the pressure of the gas and so forth. So we ended up getting TECO, the local gas company, to come in, bring in their contractors, and we were able to shut the gas off in 3 different locations so that we can stop the leak since we weren't able to do it right where the leak was occurring.
Now, I can envision 4.5 inches, and I'm sure our viewers can too, but any idea what kind of volume we're talking about as far as natural gas?
No, I don't have the exact volume considerations. It's much larger than a regular service line that would go to a residence or a commercial building here in Sarasota County. This is a main line, like I said, that runs north and south on US 41. Since this happened near Stickney Point Road, there was a lot of traffic issues that we had to contend with. A lot of people trying to get where they needed to go after work, and it becomes a difficult Monday, if you will.
Well, as we're standing here now, northbound lanes have now opened, and your firefighters are cleaning up. How many pieces of equipment, how many firefighters out here today?
Sure, we call the second alarm, which brings us around 10 apparatus or units to come to the scene. That gives us the resources we need to dig in the hole with spark-proof shovels and also do the monitoring of gas since it is flammable. We needed our hazmat techs out here to make sure that we evacuated in a large enough area. We create a hot, warm, and cold zone so that we know where the flammability problem exists. We also want to make sure that the firefighters are safe while they're doing their work.
Now, one more question. I must confess, I was listening on the scanner coming in on the SAT truck, and you guys were very, very concerned about making sure that you were cycling through with your firefighters and making sure they had rest.
Right. Each of the firefighters had to be in full protective gear and also on air, breathing contained air, a bottle on their back, and also shoveling. So they were doing a lot of work themselves. So what we want to do is try and rotate people, just like a hockey game, professional hockey game, where you're in and out. You're going off and getting some rest while the next group comes in and does the work. So kind of the similar circumstance where you're doing a lot of work with a lot of equipment on, and just want to make sure everybody's safe and protected.
All right. Thank you very much, Chief. Michael Regner, Sarasota County Fire. Back to you in the studio.
Craig and Chief Regner, thank you so much. We're starting to see that light is starting to go away. So as Chief Regner said, safety a top priority.
Hopefully things will be getting back to normal there shortly.